Installing the Fuser maintenance kit in the Lexmark T620 and T622 series printers. Be sure you turn your printer off and allow it to cool for 30 minutes before beginning. Switch off the printer's power and remove the power cord. Then we'll remove the Fuser cover, the top cap on the read drive. Then we'll remove the rear door. There are 2 captive screws on the rear of the read drive. You'll need to loosen those up. Once those are loose, there are 2 clips on the top side of the read drive. Press the clips in and it will release the rear read drive. Now there are 2 captive screws on the Fuser itself, one on the left and one on the right on tabs. We'll need to loosen those 2 screws. Once those are loose, the Fuser will slide straight out. You want to take your new Fuser, and there are 2 wedges that take the spring tension off the roller. Remove those 2 wedges, and then you can slide the new Fuser into the printer. Once it snaps in, you can then tighten the 2 captive screws on the left and the right. Take your rear read drive and snap that back in and tighten down the 2 captive screws. Then you can reinstall your rear door. Your top cap will snap in. And then you can replace your Fuser cover. Open up the multi-purpose tray and the front cover and remove the toner cartridge. Set that aside. The transfer roller is down on the bottom. You can see the arrow and it goes over to the right. There's a gear. Take a small flat blade screwdriver and insert that right by the metal of that roller and it'll pop out. Lift that out on the left and the right. Your new roller will come with paper on it. You can leave the paper on and drop it in on the right where the gear is, and then snap it in on the left where the arrow is. Leave the tab of the paper up. Then you can pull the paper off when it's in. If you push your top door down, you'll notice the charge roller will drop down from above. On the right side, you can kind of spread that guide, and it'll drop out of there, and then also on the left. Take your new charge roller, it'll also have paper on it. Push your top door down and you'll see that guide drop down and lower into position. Put it in the left and then the right. It'll snap in. Then you can pull your paper, find the tab and pull that off. Reinstall your toner cartridge and you can close your multi-purpose drawer in your top cover. Pull out your paper tray and we can change the pickup tires. You drop down the pick arm, you'll see the 2 tires there, and there's a tab on the end of the shaft. Push the tab in, the tire will come off. With the arrows down and pointing toward you, you want to replace those. There's a groove on the shaft, you can see the groove in the shaft, line that up and snap it right on the shaft. Replace those, and any other paper trays you have, you can replace the tires at this time. Reinstall your paper tray, and with the printer off, you want to hold in the select and return button, and then power it on. Keep your fingers on that select and return, and when it says performing self-test, remove. Now you're in the config menu. You're going to hit the right arrow until it says reset maintenance count, then press select. And then press select again when it says reset, and it'll say resetting maintenance count, and then take you back to the config menu. Once you're there, hit the right arrow, and it will say exit config menu, hit select, it'll activate the changes, it'll reset your printer, and it will come up to the ready state, and the procedure is complete.